Uh, Sir, to introduce to you, this is the first year we have begun our MBA course, and we have had a full admission of 122 students. And for the gathering in the audience, we also have students from management, PG and UG. So BBA and MBA students are present here. And I welcome all the faculties also from the department to the seminar. And moving ahead, I would call upon Ms. Shweta, Faculty MBA, to introduce our speaker for the day.
Good afternoon to one and all. Myself Shweta. It's my immense pleasure to introduce our speaker for the day, Mr. Cheruvu Rambabu, sir. He is a graduate in mechanical engineer with a diverse experience from various facets of engineering applications. For the last 15 years, he dedicated his work and did a lot of study on the mechanism aspects in the construction and infrastructure. Sir has presented 18 plus technical papers, around 50 plus presentation across the seas and in India. He is the founding director at CMAC and enjoys the patron membership in ACCE, ICI, BAI, CIDC. Sir has been working with school children, ensuring a total personality development through the historical stories of Ramayana, Mahabharata and Bhagavad Gita. For the last 14 years, he is actually involved in reviving the ethos of Santa's Dharmas through various bodies like Dharma Shakti and through the temple committees as well. On behalf of all, I welcome you, sir, to start our session. Thank you, sir. I need to give this one, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Am I audible now? Good. I see a lot fresh young faces, gleaming with hope and looking forward for a bright future for you and for the country. For you and for the family anale kada, mari country ante vendanachu. Because when you work for yourself, your family gets benefited. When your family is happy, your country gets benefited. Today, I am happy and proud to be in front of you guys and the girls, of course. I see 50% of them here. It's a good scene to go with. So, the management which you are going to learn in the days to come is nothing new. If you would have observed your mother, how she manages the home, how she remembers what you like, what you don't like. Each and every family member she takes care with the same passion, with the same stride, keeping all of you happy despite you troubling her, despite you scolding her, despite you being unhappy with her. That's the leadership. We all reach there in the due course of time. Some may become in few years after you graduate. Some may take 30 years to come there. But eventually all of us will end up there. Today, Dr. Someshwar Rao was kind enough to bring me to this college. And I should thank him for giving me an opportunity to be present in front of you. To be with youngsters is always a selfish motto. Why? At the age of 58, we want to be as young as you. Though my heart is as young as you, my Atma is as young as you, but the age to the body cannot be controlled. That's the reason we want to be with students, the school children. That's where the future is going to be. Now coming to Ramayana. Who does not know Rama? Please raise the hand. Nobody. Everybody knows Rama. Rama is a character which the Westerners have depicted him as mythological. Myth అంటే భ్రమపూరితమైన ఒక అంశం కింద రాముని చూపించారు మనకి. But actually it is historical to understand Ramayana, to understand each and every character in Ramayana. There was a lot of emphasis by Dr. Someshwar Rao, don't go to Ramayana, tell about leadership skills. My children want all the leadership skills. Without knowing Rama, we cannot know what is leadership. Valmiki, when he wrote about Ramayana, he wrote about a person struggling to become a valued person, a principled person, and like a human being, how we all go through our regular life. That's how Valmiki has depicted him. As the ages passed by, Tulasidas also has written Ramayana in the form of Ramacharita Manas. Our Potana also wrote Bhagavatam, in which he has given a part called Ramayana. One lady from Rayalaseema, Molla, she also has written Ramayana. And from Tamil Nadu, now Tamil Nadu, it was earlier Madras Presidency, which was mostly by the Andhra people only. In 1956, when we got bifurcated between Andhra and Tamil Nadu on the basis of language, that's when the Tamil Nadu has came up. So Molla Ramayana, Kambha Ramayana, Rajgopalachari, after becoming the President of India, he also has written Ramayana in his own words. Tomorrow maybe few of you can also venture into writing Ramayana and become immortal thereafter. Ramayana, it starts with Rama. That's all we all know. But it starts with the troubles created by Ravana. Ramayana does not start with the birth of Rama, like how Christianity is born after Jesus Christ, after his death rather. How Islam is born after Muhammad has become 76 years. That's when it got started. Until then there was no Muslim. But Ramayana started even before Ram was born. The name chosen, Rama, Rama, these are two beautiful words. In Sanskrit, if you have to explain this word, Sarvam Ramyate iti Ramaha. Those who get drenched in his bliss. Everybody gets drenched in his bliss. That's what is Rama. No, actually to bifurcate Rama, Suryalo Ra, Chandamamalo Ma, is as hot as cold. He is the essence of the life. He is the essence of our philosophy, our values. Today, even if we get married, the marriage is done on the lines of Sita Kalyana or Parvati Kalyana. This is where we have imbibed all of them. If you remember, I am sure all of you would have seen the marriages. When the new bride comes home, we ask her to step in with the right leg. Why? Because Hanuman has stepped with the left leg into Lanka. Understand this. Right hand, because we want to give goodness, we want to ensure multiplication of wealth, multiplication of happiness and peace. These are some symbols that we have taken up, but today we lost the root of it. Why they use the right leg? Why they don't use the left leg? One example from Ramayana. Now coming to the leadership skills. What is a leadership skill at all? Your mother we have just spoken about. How she remembers what you want. How she knows that it's time that you should get a dress. All of us are not wealthy. All of us come from middle class background where Amma knows when to give a new dress. When is the time she should be proud taking a new dress? When should my boy look healthy and happy with this new dress? That's the leadership. Knowing about your interests, about your well-being, sacrificing her own requirements and her own needs also most of the times. Am I being understood properly? తెలుగులో మాట్లాడుకుందామా ఇంగ్లీష్లోనే పోదామా? I am not able to hear. Both. We will go with both. Now we know that 4 children were born. The eldest was Rama. Within a span of 2 days all were born. How is it possible? Because Dasharatha had 3 wives. ఎవరు పేరు తెలిసే ఎవరికన్నా నుల్సుని చెప్పండి తెలిసిన వాళ్ళు. The 3 wives of Dasharatha. లేచి చెప్పాలి. చెప్పు. Correct. Kausalya, Kaikeyi, Sumitra. When Dasharatha has performed Ashwamedha, he has established that he is the emperor of the earth then. భూమాతకి అందరూ చాలా మంది రాజులుంటే ఆ రాజులందరిలోకి చక్రవర్తిగా దశరథ మహారాజ్ ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ అయ్యాడు. దశరథ వాజ్ ఆల్వేస్ హ్యాపీ. హ్యాపీ ఇన్ సెన్స్ రాజ్యంలో దొంగలు లేరు. దేర్ ఇస్ నో రాబరీ ఇన్ ద కింగ్డమ్. దేర్ ఇస్ నో జెలసీ బిట్వీన్ పీపుల్. There is no competition between people. Everybody lived happily. There is no hunger. There is no ill health and death because of ill health. But he felt unhappy because this kingdom, I have treated all my population as my children. They are all like my sons, daughters, son-in-laws, daughter-in-laws and all that stuff. But what if I am gone from here? Everybody who is born has to go. What if? Because I don't have children. That's where he felt bad. He did not feel bad because he couldn't conquer the sun, he couldn't conquer the moon. Whatever he conquered, he is happy. Contentment of life. Satisfied with whatever I have. But the only dissatisfaction is the child who can take care of them as their own children. ఉద్దేశం మంచిది. The choice is not between good and bad. The choice is between either should I eat laddu or Mysore pak. Both are good. The choice is between 2 goods. The leadership starts with that. The leadership starts with good and good. The bossism starts with good and bad. Ultimately, I have to get the work done. So, I use any way to go and do the work. Now the children were born. They got the primary education at Keshav Memorial. Vasishta's ashram. At Vasishta's ashram, they were all taught properly. Horse riding, sword wielding, archery, wrestling, everything that a prince should know. They came back, they started playing cricket matches here and there, gilli danda here and there, started indulging with the population of Ayodhya. Everything was going well with them until Vishwamitra came to Ayodhya. విశ్వామిత్రుడు అయోధ్యకు వచ్చాడంటే సంతోషంతో పాటు బాధ కూడా కలిగింది. ఊరకరారు మహానుభావులు. Elders, when they come to our home, they come to give us some blessing. The blessing has a cost too. Nothing comes free. Vishwamitra has come. Everybody were happy. Dasharatha went up to the gate of the kingdom, brought him along with all respects, with all due diligence, brought him. He offered his throne. Please be seated. He says, what am I to do with the kingdom and his throne? Please use it, I'll sit here. First Vishwamitra sat down, then Vasishtha sat down, then Dasharatha sat down. What you need to pick up is, మన ఇంటికి ఎవరన్నా పెద్దవాళ్ళు వస్తే కుర్చీలో కూర్చుని కాలు ఊపుతూ రమ్మని చెప్పటం కాదు. లేచి గడపకు పోయి తీసుకువచ్చి కూర్చోబెట్టి అమ్మా నాయనని పిలిచి వాళ్ళు కూర్చున్నాక మనం కూర్చోవాలి. This is the first lesson in Ramayana. Now Vishwamitra, for which purpose he came, he told Dasharatha, look, I am doing a great research. With this I can clear off the COVID. Henceforth earth will not have any COVID. I am doing that research. But what's happening is, when I am doing yajna, the Rakshasas are spoiling my yajna. Rakshasas want COVID to continue. But I am trying to get a formula where it can be deleted off fully. It's only a essence that we are talking for today's reference. Any yajna is like a research. Any yajna that they have done is for the goodness